A very warm welcome to the Voice and Data's Telecom Leadership Forum. This annual exercise that we do happens because of the support that we have from the entire telecom ecosystem. The operators, the equipment companies, the content, VAS, companies. All of you are aware that auctions got over day before yesterday. The industry is not very excited about what the final payouts will be. But let me tell you from the discussions that I have been having is that despite this big challenge which is there, the industry is undeterred and it is committed. It still wants to go ahead with the way India is to be connected, the way every nook and corner is to be brought into the mainstream of the country. Somebody was giving an analogy, 1 lakh crore is a huge amount of money. So India's population is 100 crore. And if we divide 1 lakh crore by 100 crore, which means that it's as if every Indian citizen is paying 1,000 crore rupees to the government for the network that will have to be laid down. So that's the kind of money which is involved. And from this podium, my only request to the operator community is that we know that this is going to bring in a lot of perhaps even bigger challenges, but the request from this podium is that we should try our level best not to pass on the brunt of this to the users, whether they are the common users or whether they are the enterprise users. So once again, despite this challenging news which came day before yesterday, once again, very, very warm welcome to all of you. The Telecom Leadership Forum, as all of you know, is basically put together to get all these stakeholders together on a single platform. It is to debate, discuss, share ideas and opinions, and listen to what the visionaries and the leaders, as well as those who are the practitioners, what they have to say, what they have to share with the industry as a whole. I was, obviously there is the awards function which is in the later part of the day today, but I was talking about the challenges. I think when you go through the winners for the awards function in the evening, you will realize that despite all these challenges, the operators, the telecom industry still believes that there are huge opportunities for everybody in the telecom space. And the kind of things that operators are doing to reach out to the users, to make users' life easier, to bring in customer delight, you will be surprised the kind of things which are happening in the awards function later in the evening. As I said, this is our industry, this is the telecom industry's own discussion forum. And therefore, we want to keep it as interactive as possible. Before I invite Mr. Pradeep Gupta, let me also very quickly mention that please keep your mobile phones on the silent mode. And we are very, very time crunch. So therefore, one request from all of you, the speakers as well as from the delegates, would be to please give your full support and cooperation to make sure that we start, and we have not been able to start on time, but at least we are able to end the program on time. Once again, thank you very much, and I would like now to invite Mr. Pradeep Gupta, Chairman and Managing Director of Cyber Media, to welcome all of you again formally and share a little bit about what has happened in the last 1 year. Mr. Pradeep Gupta, thank you.
Thank you, Ibrahim. Good morning to all of you here, and welcome to the Telecom Leadership Forum. an initiative of Cybermedia and its brand Voice and Data, which annually puts the entire industry together for a discussion on what the challenges are for the telecom industry and what is the way forward. Last year, somewhere around January, we had the extensive session that we had with Mr. Modi. At that time, he was a candidate for prime ministership, and the first interaction that he had was with the industry was at a cybermedia forum. Some of you present were there for that particular interaction. In that interaction, we put together a document, and then that document was submitted to him. He was still part of, he was still a prime ministerial candidate at that time. But what I'm glad to know is that, and glad to report to all of you is that that indeed did work, because a lot of those recommendations that were put together, and very broadly, the areas where we had talked about major initiatives like, high-level ICT task force, the National Digital Literacy Mission, and so on. We had talked about an intellectual property-led India. We had talked about education for creating a global workforce. We had talked about huge amount of skilling that was required. Specifically for the telecom industry, we had talked about industry revitalization in terms of, whether there could be adjusted gross revenues, SUC, and so on, USOF. So a whole lot of things about, how we can revitalize the entire industry. There was a very strong recommendation on defining the spectrum roadmap, providing for uniform and low cost of right-of-way. There were things which were essentially so that the entire telecom industry could revive. There was a stress on mobile manufacturing as well. We talked about better governance, we talked about smart procurement, and we had talked about taxation, which should be industry friendly. And I think the Prime Minister has done a great thing by rolling a number of those initiatives in the Digital India program. So at one level, Digital India program is addressing the entire connectivity through, the existing USOF initiatives which are already there in terms of connecting to 250,000 villages and so on. Excuse me. So, large number of connectivity, that's one plank. On top of that, what the Prime Minister has done is that he has talked about that there should be literacy, so every home must have one person who is literate. So once you've given the connection, then you should have somebody who is able to use that particular connection. The third part of the entire mission is in terms of ensuring that there is delivery of government services, so a whole lot of e-governance initiatives. And the fourth thing that he has talked about there is in terms of making a responsive government, so the MyGov program. So essentially, at one stroke, what he has done is that he has taken existing programs and he has woven them up into one theme, which is the Digital India theme. Okay, so it's not that these initiatives were not there, but now there is a purpose, there is a common purpose, there is a common goal of Digital India towards which all these schemes are working. So, a very, very integrated approach at ensuring that the citizens of this country have accessibility, the citizens of this country know how to use and benefit from that accessibility, have services delivered through to them through that, as well as they are able to make their voice heard. Also, the Digital India program, of course, talks about the fact that the Make in India program of the Prime Minister. And the Make in India program is once again talking about, ensuring that Indian IP, manufacturing, and so on happens here. So I think the industry has huge expectations. because some of these things will ensure that there is a larger penetration of different kind of technologies, devices, products and services, and on top of that there will be a growth for the entire industry. So if I was to very quickly summarize the year that was, I think there were two very major themes. One of them to do with mobile telephony, and the other one, of course, was spectrum. Uh, so those have been the two major things in terms of mobile telephony. Smartphones, 30% of all phones shipped were smartphones. So I think that is a big departure from the past. So the smartphone market literally grew at almost about 50%. We will have better numbers once the entire year is over, April to March. But if I look at the financial year, then that is the kind of a number that we are talking about. Android ruled. 95% of the shipment was Android. LTE support devices, big boom in that area. Last quarter alone, our estimate is that about 1 million different varieties of LTE support devices got shipped. Domestic contribution was also one very good story. In terms of that, 62% of the phones that got shipped were either manufactured in India or were an Indian brand. Okay, so there is a strong theme coming there about the looking towards the Make in India vision of the Prime Minister as well. The MIFI devices and the usage of 3G, I believe, exceeded the 2G usage this year. So these are some of the big changes. Spectrum is also another area where, of course, Ibrahim already talked about it. And I think it will at least, QoS is something that we have always talked about, and in QoS, lack of spectrum availability has been a big issue. So that is something that will get addressed definitely because of availability of more spectrum. So today, I think what we should do is, we should once again put together a similar paper. We should once again look at what the issues are when we have our CEO roundtable, when we have the different sessions. We should put all those voices together, and then after that prepare a paper, circulate it amongst the different stakeholders of the industry, fine-tune it, and once again make a presentation of the Telecom Leadership Forum to the Prime Minister and say, this is what the telecom industry now needs. With that, once again, I welcome all of you for the deliberations today. As Ibrahim said, that it is your own forum where you come, you interact, and your voices are put together in terms of messages that should go to the right quarters. So welcome once again. Have a great great round of discussions, which will culminate into something which is very, very concrete. Thank you very much.